breaking over here. According to reports by the Daily Mail in the UK, two families in the United Kingdom have alleged a serious mix-up in the identification of the bodies of the victims of the Air India crash that took place on the 12th of June. Their lawyer, James Healy, says DNA tests on the repatriated remains revealed that the bodies they received do not match the DNA of their relatives. Bear in mind, Air India flight AI-171 crashed shortly after takeoff from Ahmedabad on the 12th of June, killing 241 people on board, many of whom were UK citizens. Air India, the airline owned by the Tata Group, says it is investigating the matter but has not confirmed the alleged error. That's the story that's breaking over here. The British families of Air India crash victims have allegedly been sent wrong bodies. Some say they've received commingled remnants of more than one person. We have Akshay Chopra, aviation expert, now joining us on the broadcast for that big story that we're tracking. Akshay Chopra, thank you for being with us here on News9. Talk to us. Now, the British families say, and they've asked for explanation from Air India. Air India, meanwhile, has used Kenyans as the emergency services contractor. So, which means Air India has to get answers from their contractor first.
First of all, thank you for having me. And as I came to know about this news, it's quite embarrassing. It's kind of a national embarrassment if this kind of a mix-up has happened. You know, we can all my heart goes with the families who have got this news. So now this is a confusion exactly where and what went wrong, because the actual analysis of the DNA sampling analysis and matching is done by the Forensic Science Laboratory in Gujarat. And as per their report, June 28th, 2025 report, as they said, was that all 260 identities using the DNA, dental and forensic samples were all matched. They were absolutely correct according to them, and then they were handed over to the subsequent authorities to match and give the remains to the families. Now, where exactly this mix-up happened is something very seriously to be investigated, because as these remains went to UK, some of the families requested independent DNA checks, and this is where they found that the remains were mislabeled. The DNA remains of some other individuals were there, the ones they received, and as you told that in certain areas they have received the mixed DNA of multiple people. So this is from our side, we will investigate. We have to. It's a very serious issue, because it's quite embarrassing for the families, getting something from India like this at this serious stage. But who is responsible is something to be taken out, because if FSL has done their job, then who did the mix-up in between is something we need to really look at now.
Akshay, I have to ask you this. Now, the lawyer, James Healy Pratt, who is representing many of these British victims, has said that at least 12 of the British victims of the Air India crash have been repatriated, and that his team was waiting for a formal response from Air India and its emergency response contractor, Kenyans International Emergency Services. So talk to us about the role of the emergency contractors in this entire mix-up.
Okay, so look, when such a thing happens, now in this particular case, these errors were flagged by Dr. Fiona Wilcox. She's a senior coroner for the Inner West London. And post the check, she flagged out these things, and of course, then they contact the authorities in India. And now, I'll tell you what exactly is going on right now. So when somebody contacts, and whatever the reports are, whatever the figures we have in hand, we immediately send it to the authorities asking for it, or the legal teams asking for it. But in case there has been a mix-up, then of course there'll be a lot of ruckus and a lot of confusion within Air India. And I'm sure they must not be able to send everything directly, because now they have to recheck everything, because this is something which has been flagged by in UK. What about the bodies and the remains which we have received in India? It means the same sort of mix-ups have happened here, but of course nobody bothers to check or go into so much details in India. Now this has to be really investigated, and I think we have to wait it out till the time they do their inner checks, they finalize everything. All the checks and procedures have to be finalized from their end, from Air India's end. Only then I think they'll come out with the report. But I think the government needs to really step in at this stage and take things seriously, because it's an international matter.